Assertive Yield changes the game for us because they enable us to move fast, change things quick, and being able to report results within a very, very short time frame. Krone is a traditional fast news publisher, actually Austria's largest independent news site and one of Austria's biggest web publishers. And my name is Tobias Hauschild. I'm head of Ag Technology here at Krone, working in the revenue operations department. And aside from all things tech, programmatic, and revenue operations, I'm also responsible for everything regulatory, GDPR, DSA, and so on. At Krone, we are driven by the constant need and urge for change. And what we found quite a challenge was to be able to deploy and adapt our ad config as fast as we wanted to. So in the past, we utilized home build, house build ad config on top of OpenWrap, which was all right for some time, but we saw that there was a need for a change to basically up the pace to have better outcomes in the competitive news market in Austria. Tests regarding the config, the ad config on site, almost zero. For it's just like home build, house made, so no possibility to really test something out instead of just putting code on page and hope for the best and then have a look at the results exposed. Regarding the Prebid config and the wrapper configurations, I'd say one test a month around. And what we do now is we are constantly testing new things. I'd say at least once or twice a week we do experiments, put those on the page, see whether things are working or we broke something. You can see that within a few minutes. We used OpenWrap's dynamic rolling solution, which was at the time not combined with the ad manager unified pricing rules part. So it was just dynamic flooring for Prebid and all Prebid partners. When choosing Assertive Yield, the main influence was the overall tech capabilities of Assertive Yield's platform, where we identified both possibilities for faster operations as well as cost savings when it comes to other platforms. When it comes to features, I love the possibility to just change basically anything quite quick, deploy an A/B or ABC test, and being able to view results within minutes. So I think the A/B testing feature plus the real-time reporting part is what we really like best with Assertive Yield. We are currently using Assertive Yield's Yield Intelligence, Yield Manager, Prebid Server, as well as dynamic flooring. Assertive Yield changes the game for us because they enable us to move fast, change things quick, and being able to report results within a very, very short time frame. The customer solutions team of Assertive Yield is just great, and I really love the communication via Slack channel, where you can get answers to your questions and insights very fast. It's a steep learning curve, but once you're there, it's great. We've been using a Prebid wrapper before and had quite a few changes simultaneously. But since we implemented you guys and had those changes, I'd say we're able to up the programmatic Pageview RPM by around 12 to 15%, which means also the session RPM will be a chunk higher than it has been before. So that's a great result for us. And the main KPI which matters for us at Krone is that we've been able to deploy almost 300 of Assertive Yield's wrapper solution or config solution. So we are really working on improvement of the configuration as well as the partners we work with and IDs we use. So I'd say that's the main part where we focus on, is just pushing out versions and new configs and test things out and see what works and what doesn't. And Assertive Yield really helps us doing this excellently. I'd say since working with Assertive Yield, we are talking to more people, testing more different tech we're getting pitched. Before utilizing Assertive Yield, we've always been a bit of reluctant, I'd say, to bring down the opportunity costs when it comes to investing resources, especially dev resources. So that's the main thing that changed for us. We're now able to test different solutions quickly, have results quickly, make decisions on that, and move forward. I'd definitely recommend working with Assertive Yield to a friend. And I'd frame it like, in my opinion, Assertive Yield is a premium solution offering great capabilities, which come with a certain price for sure. However, the bang you get for the buck is a great price for value. So if you want to be on the forefront and getting the edge when it comes to ad configuration and programmatic monetization, you're definitely right going with Assertive Yield.